Hi, for my term project I decided to make a computer version of Mancala. This is the start screen. Here, if you click S, you will go to the level screen, and if you click I, you will go to the instructions screen. Let me click I. Here are the instructions. Here, if I click Start, it will go to the level screen. Here, I can also click I and get the instructions again. The level 1 here plays with a basic simple computer. Level 2 plays with a more complicated computer. Let's start with level 1. As soon as I click level 1, the computer automatically starts playing. The algorithm for the computer here is very simple. The computer here is Easy Computer. All it does is it picks a random number from 0 and 5. 0 and 5 because my board is represented as a 2D list, and these circles are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The 2D list contains booleans if there's a circle in there. So for each gem, a true will be added to the list. For example, the list for this circle would have 5 trues. So when here it randomly picks an index for the circle, and then while the length of the list of this index is 0, it'll keep picking a new index. Therefore, by the end of the loop, I will have a circle which contains more than or one gem. After I pick the index, I will call movePlayer1, which will move the player. MovePlayer1 edits the list so that the index that you picked, the list of that index will become an empty list, and the indexes after will each get added one gem. Animate and move is my function that animates the gems so that they move. This is called in redraw all, so it is called every time. This function is really tricky. What this does is it looks through canvas.data.circle_coords, which is a list of the coordinates of all the circles and all the gems. Canvas.data.circle_coords has 14 lists inside this list. It's a 2D list. Each list is a circle which has the coordinates of the circle itself and also each of the gems inside the circle. So what this will do is it will find the index of the circle that was moved, and then for that circle it will move all the gems inside the circle until they are inside the next circle. These while loops here will help me do that. After each while loop, I have a return statement that returns nothing important in particular, but it just returns so that I can exit out of this animate and move statement and go to the timer fired. In animate and move, I have variables such as canvas.data.moveGem and canvas.data.moveCirc, so that when I go into timer fired, I can go to that circ and that gem, and I can move that location. And these locations will only be moved while the statement is false. Thus, as soon as it is in the next circle, it will stop moving. After it's done moving, I will call update gems. Update gems will add the new coordinates of the circles to the next circles. Thus, now the circle that's moved does not have those gems anymore in canvas.data.circle_coords. The circle that it gets added to has those gems. This box up here tells you whose turn it is. Right now it is my turn. While it is moving, the gems turn into a different gem so that the player can see where the gems are moving. Also, the circle that is clicked gets highlighted. If you're in the middle of level 1 and you decide it's too easy for you, you can click Want Something Harder and it will go to level 2. As soon as I click that button, the computer will automatically start playing. The computer for this level is a bit more complicated. This is the algorithm that the computer for this level uses to play the game. What this does is it loops through all the possible circles that it can click, which are from 0 through 6. And then if it checks, does this circle have any gems in it, which this will check. If it doesn't, you can't click it, so it's going to skip that one. If it does, you'll skip that one. If it doesn't, it will move on for the circle. What it will do is for each circle it will get a score, and at the end it will put them all the scores in a list, and it will put all the circles that you've clicked for those scores in a list. So then in the end it will find the max of the score list and then return the circle that corresponds to that max score. The algorithm for this considers things such as if the last gem lands in the store of the computer, and if it does, the score will get added 1. Also, the score will get max score move again because you get another turn. So this will be recursive. So it will recall on this function with the new list. New try_num list is canvas.data.numList, which is basically the 2D list of all the circles which contain the booleans. So it will try it again and it will get another score, and it gets added to this score. If it doesn't end here, it's going to check to see if it ends in one of the circles that that's on the computer side. If it is, and this corresponding circle opposite it is not empty, and if that circle is empty, then it gets to steal all the gems from its opponent, which are in the opposite circle. Thus, it will add that to the score as well. If you're in the hard level and you decide this is too hard for you, you can click too hard and it will go back to the easy level. That is my game. Thank you.